Alright. So some of the conventions I've used for my front cover are I filled up the front cover with one main image as I wanted this to stand out, as it would be the main focus of this magazine. I've also used a strapline that is at the top calling it the UK's largest magazine, so I've tried to use that to make more customers come along. The masthead is like Q magazine, so I've tried to base it on that. And for the rest of the magazine, I've abbreviated it to JB instead of jukebox, as I thought that would be easier. I've included the barcode, like most magazines would, but I haven't included the price. I think I've been consistent in using the same, the same font and the colour I've used. So I've put the black and white, and I've used green as well. My content page has a consistent colour scheme, and I've used the images to represent the main focus of this magazine, so the two CD covers and the image in the back. I've kept the same colour font as I wanted it to be consistent, and I decided to change it around for this month, have it red font and a white line instead of a red line and white font, and as you can see I've got the abbreviated jukebox at the top, JB, that's in the middle.
I think my double page spread looks
I've used pagination. God, it's always me.
Well, lads, just help Ellie out here. Okay, if you just think of something really sad.
I think my double page spread has a consistent layout, so I've used columns and spread them out well, and I've used pull quote for a major part of the article. And I've also titled this article from part of the text, so I thought that would work quite well, so it's quite strange, but for people. I've used the page numbers at the top to keep it consistent, and also got the magazine name at the top. Yeah.
Okay, you can go.
I tried to target my magazine towards similar viewers of Kerrang and Q. This target audience are in a similar age group to me and maybe older. This magazine is aimed at people who like content rock and pop as well as other music genres.
I'm sorry.
Our media group went on to publish my magazine as they published Kerrang and Q. These two magazines are the two I tried to design my magazine from. My magazine could also be given as a free download to generate interest. This could go out on the publisher's website. Another small independent publisher could also take my magazine. If my magazine were to be published and sold in shops, supermarket chains, high street retailers such as W.H. Smith and bookshops, as well as music stores may stock and sell my magazine. Who would be the audience of my media product? The target audience for my magazine is people a similar age to me. This was because from the results of my questionnaire showed that half the people were aged between 16 and 18. The other was aged 19 plus. I decided to stick to the results of my questionnaire, try to base my magazine on Q and Kerrang. I also looked at Elymediastudies and Kerrang, both of who have a very similar target audience to what I've tried to base mine on. Both these magazines are full of indie, rock and screamo. I want to make my magazine consist of the indie, rock and pop, and not so much the screamo.
Don't go.
Now we need the outtake, sir.
Yeah, I've taught myself how to use and create what I hope a high standard and satisfactory product.
Right, everybody just go out, and you can do this the last two by yourself, because that camera isn't focused on anyone else. Just go away, go over here for 2 minutes. Okay, these
From using Serif, I've taught myself how to use editing software. And I did my prelim on Publisher, and I didn't find that very useful as it's more for making posters and flyers and stuff like that. And I thought Serif was quite good because it was easier to cut and crop out the images I used and just to set it out. I feel I've learned a great deal from doing my final product compared to my prelim task. Something I feel I greatly learned is the layout and design of my magazine. From comparing the final product to my prelim task, I think they look totally different and the final product looks 10 times better.